Alrighty, here we go with episode 708. I am convinced now we must be in the 190 episode story arc, which is insane to think about because there's 1100 episodes. Round up 200 episode story arc. One story arc is basically 8% of the entire story. Which means, I don't think, I used to think that there would be like 20, 30, 40, 50 story arcs in this story. But I think a while back I came to the conclusion, there's probably, now there's sagas and there's story arcs, right? People talk about these three story arcs are part of the East Blue Saga, and these story arcs are part of the New World Saga, and these story arcs are part of the, I know that I forget the titles of these oceans. Yeah, the first half of the ocean, then we go through the line. And then you have the second half, then the second half is divided into two oceans. Because you have to go down to Fisherman's Island and go back up to get, from one side to the other. So it's two. I think the one we're in now is the New World. I forget what the other one's called. But anyway, so we got like the New World arc, the New World Saga with the storylines in there. There might only end up being 5 or 6, 7 sagas. And maybe a total of 20 story arcs. Because some of these story arcs are, almost made me cuss. These story arcs are long, man. And it's wild because I think My Hero Academia already has more story arcs than One Piece does. It doesn't matter. It's just a way of organizing the story. When I was writing novels, a long time ago, I stopped that when I started filmmaking. I was obsessed with the organizing the story. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3. Prologue, Epilogue, Chapter 1, chapters 1 through 12. Each book will have 12 chapters. I was obsessed with that crap. Probably because I wasn't a very good novelist. I'm not good at prose writing. It turns out my talents lay in filmmaking, script writing. Because everything about writing a novel that bored me, long descriptions of what the characters are wearing, what the characters look like, what the room look like, you don't need that shit in a script. You just say they go into a room. It's the set decorator's job and the director's job to figure out what the room looks like. You say so-and-so walks in, unless their costume is plot relevant, you don't worry about it. The wardrobe person and the director worry about what the costume is. You don't have to describe that shit. The things I cared about was the dialogue, the plot, and the action. That's what I cared about in a novel. So I would write this novel, and it would be focused on the dialogue, the plot, and the action. And because I had to, I would just throw in some random generic-ass descriptions for clothing and cars and houses and yards and estates and all this stuff, and it was half-hearted. My heart wasn't in it, and that's why I never got anything published as a novel, because I wanted to do half the work. Wasn't interested. I was so bored with the other half of the work. If you want to be a good novelist, you have to love every aspect of it. You have to love description. You have to love crafting a perfect sentence, a poetic sentence, flowery language, a certain artistic style to your prose, right? You have to have a strong prose voice. I didn't have any of that. I don't know if I'd say I was a terrible novelist, but I was definitely mediocre, below average. Probably less than mediocre, I do think I'm a good scriptwriter. My heart was in it. I liked every part of that, right? So that's what I always should have done. That's what I was put on earth to do, which was scriptwriting, not novel writing. But back when I would do it, I was obsessed with organizing things. And again, I think that was to avoid having to write descriptions for the rooms. It's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just organize all these chapters. Okay, the chapters are going to be organized like this, and this, and we're going to have this, and we're going to have epilogues and interludes, and, book 1, book 2, book 3, and each one book will have a title and have a quote with it, all that crap, all that window dressing crap that doesn't matter. So that whenever I get caught up in these, story arc, saga, organizing these episodes in some kind of format, that's where that comes from, probably. Nobody cares. Let's get to the story. We are going on one. Now, I have taken to the streaming method because I just don't have time to screen record these ahead of time. I'm going to screen record them eventually to turn them into shorts. But I just don't have time anymore. So we're doing the streaming, which means I'm not quite... I may be a couple frames past the dialogue. It's not going to be perfect anymore, but, you'll see the text so you can sync it up accordingly. 3, 2, 1. Knock his ass out. He felt that punch. Knock his ass out, like I said. I didn't stutter. Yeah, that's right. Shambles that bitch. Oh, somebody told me he can only body swap certain people. There's a reason. I don't know what the reason is. I don't know what that means, but it answers that question. And I'm glad because that can be a distracting question. Why does that piss you off so much? Is it as simple as a D means destiny? Because that would be disappointing. Another D word. I want it to mean more than destiny. Get his effing man. They make me want to cuss so bad. I swear to God. He's really starting to piss me off. Get this son of a bitch. That's right, injection. Give him a white hot beef injection. But I'll take a sword injection. We got beef. We got beef that goes way long back. Shoot him in the face. Well, I heard Duffy's name. That's for goddamn sure. You bitch ass. This crap. What an asshole. I like that sound effect. I guess that's the sound effect when he walks on the string. When his character design was first made, I think metrosexual was a thing. I wonder if he was designed to be metrosexual. Got him flashing back to his childhood. That's not good. Room this son bitch. He's got that hockey leg. Ah, shit. We have to tag team this up. We can't do him one-on-one, man. Apparently he's just too good. If he's this good, how good is the Beastmaster? That's my issue. Huh. Dude, we don't need your cheering section. Shut up. Cut that dude up. God, I hate that son of a bitch. His voice is worse than his physical appearance. What an asshole. Shut the hell up. God, he's annoying. Annoying isn't entertaining. You need to understand that. I know you're trying to be distracting, but it's working. F you. I don't care if you're disappointed or not. I didn't ask you to be proud of me. Yeah. Shut up. Drop it right on his head. What are you, the narrator? Yeah. F his ass. That's right. Get his ass, scalpel him. Operate on him. Oh, god damn it. Man, this subbitch pisses me off. How are you this fast all the time? Perfect reflexes, bitch ass having ass. You can't block everything all the time, bitch. Passionate little shit. He's really getting on my nerves. Not as much as Snot Boy. Lo, are you ignoring me? Yes, asshole. So we saying the real law is controlling him and controlling his puppet while also doing all this fighting up there. What kind of brain power are we talking about here? I don't know how that's possible, right? You're basically having you're doing three different operations at the same time. No, man. You just gotta knock his ass out, I assume. But the thing is, I don't even know if that would work, knocking him out. Because you're not using his brain power, you're puppeting him. So it's like a puppet doesn't have to be conscious, right? So I think what you'd have to do is break his legs. The legs couldn't support the weight, which means maybe the puppet strings can still support the weight. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Restrain him somehow, I guess what you gotta do. Just shut up. Nobody's gonna kill you. What an asshole. F you. Hey, remember when I said F you? I love that he's fake Mingo. Even the clone is annoying. I got it. These villains get under my skin, man. I'm telling you. Piss me off, man. Not even Luffy can handle this son of a bitch. We don't see much of this fight, so it's good to get back to this. That would not surprise me. Hey, man, this is a jam. It's alive! Yes. Actually, I think I can take you down because I have three badass swords and I'm awesome. That's why I think I can take you down. He really is rewriting the geography. I think it was HIG phrased it that way. Rewriting the geography of the island. That's exactly what this sumbitch is doing. Doing permanent damage to the structures, right? One assumes that we could go, he could take it back to normal if he wanted to, but we don't have time for that right now. We're in the middle of a fight. What are they doing, man? He's going to bowl? This is bowling? Oh, Jesus Christ. He is bowling. I can tell from his body language. It seemed to be what he was doing. The hell was that? I love the random cussing. They will demonetize me. It's like, oh, well, we can only do fewer ads for you because you cuss so much. When I cuss, but the show be cussing like a mofo. Although we don't know if they would monetize the show either. So it's not like with Cobra Kai where they would use a word, but I'm not allowed to use a word. Or YouTube would put out a Cobra Kai violence scene that happened in a school, and then they deleted my video because I can't show violence in a school, right? Dude, it was your show. This side rant brought to you by Old Man Screams at a Cloud, right? We don't care. I can get mad too. Why am I going to worry about him getting mad? He's making a nipple. Watch out. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. He really is a savage. We all knew it. For once, they've got the commercial bumper accurate to the character that's being shown. Because they'll be showing like Nami or Chopper or somebody. But we ain't seen them. I assume that's the next story arc. God, I hate this summit so much. You don't even know, man, how much I hate him. I don't really need your life lesson. If I put my sword up your ass, how about that? What does that even mean? Thing is, I think he is a match. Well, thank you, life coach. So I assume because you're teaching me this lesson, you're going to let me live, right? Jesus. That was about this island. Yep. Because you failed, you gave it to the wrong person. All this shit happened here. Incompetent. He did blow it, I'll give him that. Bad luck, it wasn't his fault, but, he blew it. What an asshole, Beth. I don't know, though. What would the Navy have actually done? We showed they're corrupt and incompetent, too, right? Maybe the Navy couldn't have stopped him. Right. Yeah, it wouldn't have been enough. He would have had to tell some kind of champion. Somebody like Luffy who didn't exist back then, right? But a champion like that. Yeah. Douche. Jesus Christ. You gotta be shitting me. Boy. Look, man. There's only so much that son bitch I can take. I'm so sick of looking at him. Why does he have to be the one sitting here being the cheerleader? It could have been anybody else here, man. Diaper boy or, the high heels, right? It could have been anybody else there. Why does it have to be Snot Boy? Get out of my face, Bellamy. I don't care about you. Red Hawk. Get this son of a bitch. He's just made out of string, man. Burn the strings up. F this guy. That's right. Burn him up. Luffy's getting pissed. At any cost. Even at the cost of an arm. He can operate. I assume he can put his arm back on. Room him. Put the arm on. I got some D for you. Wow, an anime character who will forgive somebody. Oh, I see. That kind of forgiveness. Not really forgiveness. Maybe he'll punch fake one into real one. I haven't seen Luffy this pissed off in quite a while. Probably after Ace died, right? Jesus Christ, man, he's tearing that ass up. Light him up like a Christmas tree. F this guy. That's one point of view. The French prefer the guillotine. This music is kicking. It's a new track, unlike all the other, a lot of times they'll repeat the music, right? He's sending that sumbitch into orbit. Get him out of here. I'm gonna kick your ass. Just jump up there and get to him. Tear that ass up. Don't give him time to put that shit back together. Just jump up there. Why are you staying down here, man? He's a badass. The show's about him. Lawmaker saved the day. It's Luffy, right? I do think Law can put his arm back on, but that's a pretty big L he just took. Man, Duffy is so annoying, man. In a good way, right? There's bad annoying. The snot guy's bad annoying. Like, I'm not doing a bit here. Like, he annoys me, man. It's just disgusting. hate his voice. I know what they're trying to do. Sometimes you just have annoying minions, right? And he's also trying to. Everything Duffy does is like psychological warfare. So, I think that Snot Boy has picked up on that, and he's kind of doing the same thing, trying to distract him because he knows he's fighting his boss, right? So he's being intentionally annoying to a purpose. But I've always said fictional annoying is still annoying in real life when we're watching a show, right? So like it pulls you out a little bit, distracts you. It's not as fun to experience. Duffy is fun annoying. Snot Boy is not fun annoying. So it's kind of a mixed bag, I guess.